Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel Life After Narc. My name's Debbie and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationships, as well as looking at healing from them. And today's video, the narcissist never used your name. Now, how many of you have experienced that? I'd love to know. Pop your comments down below. It was something that I'd noticed over time at the beginning, and I sort of not really paid much attention to it. But I'm going to get into this and the details of why they do it in the video. Before I do, if you enjoy it, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. I'm going to ask, please, if you can get your friends to subscribe to the channel to boost my YouTube ratings. I've only got 187 subscribers and I could really do with some more. I am going to be setting up some email consultations in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. If you have a question that you would like to ask me around your specific situation, you can contact me by email. I may not be able to get back to all of you, but I will pick out the ones that I think are relevant to this show and use them in the show. Obviously, I will not use your name and I will just give the detail of the problem, but no names will be mentioned. So, why does the narcissist not use your name? It's a very impersonal thing, isn't it, to not use somebody's name? It was only sort of, I think, a year before he left me that he used my name one day, and I thought, whoa, hang on, that's strange. And he was shouting me from the bottom of the stairs, and that's why he used my name. But other than that, he never addressed me as a person. He never addressed me as a being. He never actually addressed me. He just spoke at me. They don't want to personalize you. They don't want to because they know that they are going to devalue you. They know that they are going to discard you. And by personalizing you, it brings that attachment. By depersonalizing you, it makes it unstable for you. You don't know who you are or where you are, and you may not notice this at first, but it does actually happen. Now, my ex, right at the beginning of our relationship, had a nickname for me, Twinkle Face. I used to wear a lot of sparkly, glittery makeup at the time. This is going back 12, 13, nearly 14 years now. And of course, that was very fashionable at the time. And he always called me Twinkle Face. Every card, every poem, every song was Twinkle Face. And obviously for him, it was a way of denying that I had a name. That although it was an endearing term, which it was, and I did like it, it then became pain in the bum. He started calling me that, I can't remember when, but that is diminishing, that is belittling, that is in fact rude and insulting. To call somebody pain in the bum every day, all day, can you imagine? It's the same as, and I often see this, and it's something that really distresses me, is if a parent is walking with a child and the child does something that's, childlike, and the parent says, you're stupid, you are. That child grows up believing that they're stupid. And these are the sort of things that we need to change in our society, the same as being called by our names. We all deserve that respect. And if I think back to when I was at school, I had various teachers that used nicknames for us or called us by our surnames. And thinking back, a teacher shouldn't have done that. A teacher should have addressed you by your actual name, because it diminishes you, it depersonalizes you, it takes away your identity and makes you into a nobody, a nothing. As I say, it's all about their self-importance. They place themselves far, far above you. They're up here, you're down here. Right at the beginning of the relationship, they put you up on a pedestal, didn't they? And every time they call you a nickname or don't call you by your name, they are chipping away at that pedestal until you're actually standing in a hole in the ground below where the pedestal was. You are beneath them. You will always be beneath them. You will never, ever, ever meet up to their standards, no matter what you do or who you are. They will always win. They are the narcissist. They see you as less than them. You're not a being, you're not a person. They feel that you don't deserve to be recognized as a person. You're not good enough. You're never good enough. He actually even wrote a song for me called I Know a Girl Who's a Pain in the Bum. And it was meant to be a joke. And yes, initially it was funny, but then every day or every time he'd play that little ditty on one of his guitars, it would diminish me, it would hurt me, it would break my heart that little bit further. They can't handle their emotions towards you, so they create emotional distance by doing this. And this distance grows as the relationship goes on. Did you notice, did they ever call you by name while you were making love? Mine didn't. I don't ever remember that. Now, I've got a theory on that as well, is that if they're having an affair and they're not using your name and they don't use their new partner's name, they're never going to get into trouble, are they? They'd never call you, I don't know, Dottie. They'd never call you Pamela. They'd just say, I love you, but they wouldn't call you by your name. So have a think about that. See if you can remember if they ever called you your name when you were making love. Perhaps they did at first in the beginning, the early days of the relationship. But for many narcissists who are cheats and liars and will go on to commit adultery or have affairs, they don't use your name because of that simple reason that when they are in the throes of the moment, they won't suddenly blurt out your name or their other partner's name. It's an avoidance technique that they use. They are avoiding that connection with you. They don't want that connection. They don't want to love you. They don't want to fall in love with you because they don't want to hurt. They want to, and they know they're going to break away from you as soon as they have taken all of your supply that you can give them. He always called my family members by their names, always. And I thought it was quite strange, but I never said anything. I wish I had. I wish I'd addressed the issue early on. The reason that they're calling your family or your friends by their names is so that they look good. They look like the nice person, the nice guy, the nice girl. So that when they eventually discard you, they are the victim and you are the perpetrator. Because don't forget, that is what they are. They are the victim. They look down their nose at other people all the time, and it pains them to call your family members by their names, but they do. They do it because they know in the future they're going to get away with all sorts of things. It's a red flag and should be seen as a red flag. And if you are starting a relationship with somebody and they're not using your name, it's a red flag that you should perhaps consider. So hopefully now you know about this. Hopefully you understand a little bit more about why they do this, the discard that they want to put on you, the diminishing that you're not a person, that you are not equal to them, you are not worthy of having a name. You are just thing. You are just a body. You are just supply. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends and family. I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.